as we get ready to get this game started in the 10-mile rivalry between the Falfurrias jerseys and the Premont Cowboys. Both of these teams scrimmaged earlier this season. So you're tuning into a good one as Falfurrias looks to battle back and make a statement in this game.
Cowboys, number 88, Jason Diaz.
And the Premont Cowboys look to go to 2-1 on the season as they had a home win against MMA Military Academy last week. Excuse us as we are in the stands here in Premont, Texas. And we're going to give you the best live stream possible that we can. So as we get ready for the kickoff, we got a pooch kick. Looks like he'll take it. Ball's on the ground. And a big tackle there. And it looks like the jerseys will set up shop on the 33-yard line. Excuse the slight choppiness in the Wi-Fi connection as we are doing the best here from outside in the stands. Again, Real Sports Live bringing you all of your local Coastal Bend and Rio Grande Valley football and volleyball games. Make sure you tune in on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter,
Briseño, quarterback in the shotgun.
Apple TV, and Roku. As Matt Briseño gets set to take the snap, looks to his left. And a big tackle there by number 1, Andrew Christian, as the pass is completed to Jeff Weeks. Falfurrias in the hurry-up offense. Snap to Briseño, handoff inside to number 23, Renny Martinez, the freshman for the jerseys. Looks like we're going to have about 3rd and 3.
Number 54 and a host of Cowboys.
Again, excuse the slight choppy delay. That's our best feed that we can possibly get connected to the Wi-Fi. As we have a flag there, first of the game. As we have a false start against the jerseys. Big 3rd down play here. As the jerseys look to convert. The jerseys lost a close one in a back and forth battle in the second half last week against Duran's pass.
3rd and about 7 for the jerseys. Briseño in the shotgun.
Briseño takes the snap, looking deep, finds his receiver, number 20, Andrew Maldonado. And after the spot, it looks like it's going to be 4th and 1 for the jerseys.
Complete to number 20.
So after that spot, a big 4th down play.
4th and 1.
As we look over, the jerseys look to be going for it. Starting off this first quarter, throwing a little gamble here. Briseño goes under center. And it looks like he's taken down behind the line of scrimmage. And the Cowboys get a huge stop. Actually, looks like we might have a measurement here. No. After the spot, they're going to give him a 1st down. The jerseys in the hurry up. Got 4 spread. Handoff inside to Renny Martinez. Martinez makes one man miss as he picks up 8 there. Martinez, a freshman for the jerseys.
Gain about 7 with Martinez.
Briseño with 4 wide.
2nd and 4 for the jerseys.
Drops back, looks to his left as the ball falls incomplete. Looks like we'll have about 3rd and 3 here for the jerseys.
Incomplete pass intended for number 20, Maldonado. 3rd and about 4 for the jerseys.
A shout out. Thank you, Brandy. Your shout out to Andrew Christian and the Sainz brothers along with Jonathan Gutierrez of the Cowboys. Briseño set to take the snap. He's got 4 wide. Premont running their 4-3-4 defense. Blitz through the middle. Scrambling, ball's up. as it falls incomplete. Another big
incomplete pass.
fourth
Ryan
down
Fleming
coming up
with
for the
the
jerseys.
pressure.
And Coach Garcia here looking to gamble twice in a row. 4th and 3, another big play here for both teams. The jerseys go 4 wide. Looks like they're going to send off a punt. And it gets a Premont Cowboy bounce and goes out at the 23 as the Cowboys will set up shop at the 23 with 9:48 left in the first quarter. Again, thank you for tuning in with Rio Sports Live. I'm Orlando Guerra with my cameraman Omar Guerra, trying to bring you your local football and volleyball in the Coastal Bend and Rio Grande Valley area. The Premont Cowboys at 1-1 on the season. And the Falfurrias jerseys
First and 10,
are 0-1, looking to grab their first win here in Cowboy country. The Cowboys and their typical power offense here,
under center.
keeping the ball under center. Looks like they got a counter to Lucas Rogers, number 21. And a great play there by number 75, James Garza for the jerseys. Looks like he made a tackle with his back to the running back. Shout out to Sandrina Garza. Thank you for a shout out to Jordan Gonzalez and Kaden Escalante for the Cowboys.
12 for the Cowboys.
Shout out to Raul Palacios for listening in. Thank you so much, Raul. As the Cowboys are here at 2nd and 11. 9 minutes left to go in the first quarter. Takes the snap. Toss to Lucas Rogers. Makes a couple guys miss. After he's taken down by a few jerseys there. We're going to have about 3rd and 3 here for the Cowboys.
Rogers up the middle.
Cowboys with Dos La Fuente at the helm. Sophomore for the Cowboys. In the backfield, he's got number 21, Lucas Rogers. Number 1, Andrew Cristian.
La Fuente under center.
And number 23, JT Torres. Looks like they send one man out wide. Another lead to Lucas Rogers. And after the spot, looks like they're going to get a Cowboy first down there. As the Cowboys move the chains.
Rogers up the middle for a Cowboy first down.
Again,
1st and 10, Cowboys.
Here in Cowboy country. Tuning in with Real Sports Live. The Cowboys with head coach athletic director Ruben Cantu as they go into their power right offense. Looks like they got a fumbled snap. Ball's down, and it looks like the jerseys have it as we have our first turnover of the game.
Looks like a
on a fumbled snap there.
First and 10.
That's been recovered by the jerseys.
Jerseys.
Let's see if the jerseys can capitalize here as they take over on downs. With 7:50 left in the first quarter, the jerseys will set up shop on the 35.
1st and 10 jerseys, Briseño in the shotgun.
Briseño with 4 wide, takes the snap. Reading to the left side, looking deep. As it goes through the defender's hands. Pass goes incomplete.
Andrew Maldonado.
Again, you're tuning in with Real Sports Live here in Premont, Texas. Again, you can live stream. Please share the link to all your family and friends for the Falfurrias versus Premont matchup on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, Apple TV, and Roku as they get a handoff to Renny Martinez, and he's taken down by a host of Cowboys in the backfield. As Martinez goes down for a loss of about 3 there. Again, please bear with us. As you can see, there's a slight delay in the feed, and going off of the best internet connection we can, we're trying to give you the best live stream that we can. As Briseño takes a snap, looking to the trip side. As it falls incomplete.
Incomplete pass for the Jersey will bring up about.
It'll bring down about 4th and 13 for the Jerseys. See what we'll take here. Garcia's gone for it. And looks like he's going to go for it again. Or maybe get one of those safety punts from Briseño, the quarterback. He drops back, looking deep, looking to the outside. As it goes incomplete, and we have a turnover on downs there. And the Cowboys will now set up shop on their own 38.
Turnover on down, 1st and 10, Cowboys.
Want to give a shout out to Boy Garza, a huge Jersey fan out there. Bless you on your surgery this evening. A huge Falfurrias Jersey fan. Shout out. Thank you for listening, EP. Shout out to Mario Arredondo, Premont Cowboy, class of 2017. Thank you for watching, bud.
Under center.
Already good. As the ball is handed off, the Cowboys picking up a huge chunk of yardage there. Looks like it's going to be 2nd and 8. Second and 2 after a gain of 8.
On a 7-yard gain, we'll bring up a 2nd and 4 for the Cowboys.
As we have 2nd and 3 here. Cowboys, in their typical offense, running the power game as they try to kill clock. La Fuente takes the snap, handoff to number 1, Andrew Cristian, as he picks up the 1st down. And the Cowboys move the chains. Again, there was an earlier matchup between these two teams in a simulated scrimmage. And it's going to be good in this 10-mile rivalry, Falfurrias and Premont, 10-mile separation there. It's been since 2005, 2006 that these two teams have faced off in a regular season game. So kind of a new way to get started here. As another handoff goes to Lucas Rogers, makes one miss. And he picks up a gain of 5 as the Cowboys just slowly moving the ball down the field.
Running on the left side for
hoping to just get the clock going.
2nd and 6 for the Cowboys.
As the Cowboys will now have 2nd and 6. The Jersey's looking to have a huge stop here to gain some momentum. You know, talking to coaches and reporters around the area, and they felt like this was going to be a huge small town game. As a big toss there to Andrew Cristian as he gets around the corner to pick up another Cowboy first down.
Taking it to the short side. Looks like a Cowboy first down.
And the Cowboys are going to move the chains again. Like I was saying before, some coaches, reporters, kind of listening in on this game as it was expected to be kind of a heated game and a very close game as expected. And in this first quarter, you're starting to see as both of these teams try to settle in. The Cowboys take the snap. La Fuente hands it off to Rogers. Rogers goes by 1, goes by 2, makes a cut to the outside. And after a pickup of about 20, Lucas Rogers finally pushed out of bounds.
Lucas Rogers for a 20-yard run for the Cowboys.
And the Cowboys pick up another first down, but looks like we have some dirty laundry out there with a late flag. And it looks like it'll be against the offense as the running back gets called
looks like a face mask
for a face mask during the run. And the Cowboys will be pushed back a little bit after a huge gain of 20. Shout out to the running back of 03, Freddie Trevino, from your friend Daniel Sainz. Thank you for listening in, Daniel.
Cowboys. Ball on the 36-yard line.
Freddie Trevino of Falfurrias with his son Andrew Cristian for the Premont Cowboys. as they get a toss to Cristian as he makes one cut, finds an opening. And after a gain of about 7 there, looks like it's going to be third and 3. Andrew Cristian, the sophomore for the Cowboys. Looking at 2nd and 4 here. Falfurrias looking to make a stop here in this classic 3A, 2A matchup between the Falfurrias jerseys and the Premont Cowboys. Looks like we got a handoff to Lucas Rogers down the right side as they run a lead down the right side. He's called down after he picks up a first down and a gain of about 9. Lucas Rogers, the workhorse last week for the Cowboys, had a huge game against Marine Military Academy and also was our Real Sports Player of the Game. So we'll see if Coach Cantu looks to feed the ball to his number 1 here, Lucas Rogers. La Fuente takes the snap, got a trap up the middle. And after dragging a few jerseys along with him, number 23, JT Torres, picking up some huge yards there as the Cowboys look at 2nd and 4 from the 15-yard line.
Ball's going to be on the jersey 14-yard line.
The Cowboys really killing some clock here. Started their drive at 9 minutes, now down to about 3 minutes. And the Cowboys in Jersey territory as they have a toss to the left side. Cristian makes one cut, makes another cut, makes one person miss, and he goes down at the 2-yard line.
First and goal for the Cowboys.
Andrew Cristian. And shout out to Joey Martinez as he gives some insight, as Coach Cantu was a graduate of Falfurrias, also state champion in the 100-meter dash in track in his days, as they give a handoff here to Andrew Cristian, and he's taken down for a gain of 0 yards as the Cowboys look for 2nd and 2.
Goal for the Cowboys.
Again, Cowboys talking to Coach Cantu this week, saying he's going to keep doing what they do and try to kill the clock. Go with some power offense through the trenches and let all 3 of his running backs really get some work here. As the quarterback, La Fuente, gets under center. We'll have some flags on the field, and it looks like it'll be a false start against the Cowboys. Actually, encroachment, offsides on the defense. It'll now be 2nd and 1 after half the distance to the goal is given. Shout out to Lisa Gonzalez. Thank you for watching in from Corpus Christi. And we have a fumble on the snap. And officials are making the call, and the Falfurrias jerseys again with another turnover on a fumbled snap. We'll see if this is called a touchback as they pick up the ball inside the end zone. The jerseys will set up shop on the 20-yard line. And after this change of possession, we'll be right back from commercial.
TVNS.
And we're back as Briseño takes the snap, hands it up on the middle, ball on the ground, picked up by number 1, Andrew Cristian, as he has a wave of Premont Cowboys and taken down.
Fumble on the play.
Let's take a look at that replay there.
Which will bring up a first and
Andrew Christian picks it up, makes a few men miss. Please excuse the fans. Please excuse the fans in the camera view there.
15-yard line, 1st and 10, Cowboys.
And the Cowboys, after giving one up, one play later, take one back. Looking to set up shop on the 15-yard line. And some more dirty laundry here as we get a false start against the Cowboys. Now, this first quarter,
Offsides on the Cowboys.
really slow to start off with both teams with a couple turnovers. Actually, the Jerseys with their first turnover of the game, and the Cowboys have a couple. Looking for these teams to see who could kind of strike first and really settle in, as both teams have really struggled offensively in this first quarter. With 2 minutes left to go in the first quarter, Cowboys at 1st and 15. Hand off to Andrew Christian around the left side. Gets a great block by his receiver. And he goes down at the 1-yard line. Andrew Christian with a huge play on the left side.
1-yard line by Andrew Christian. 1st and goal, Cowboys.
And the Cowboys pick up a first down. And it looks like it'll be 1st and goal from the 1-yard line. Let's see if the Cowboys can put it in this time around. Handoff to Lucas Rogers, and he's in for a touchdown.
Touchdown, Cowboys, number 21.
And we'll take a look at that replay there as we get a touchdown. First touchdown of the game
Cowboys 6.
with a minute 42 in the game left. The Cowboys go up and strike first and go up 6-0. The Cowboys making up after a couple miscommunications and a couple fumbles as we set up for the extra point. Number 88, Jason Diaz, set to kick. Good snap, good hold. And it goes wide right as the Cowboys in the first quarter have the lead 6-0 with a minute 42 left. Again, thank you for tuning in with Real Sports Live. Make sure you share the link on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Apple TV, and Roku as we bring you your local Coastal Bend and Rio Grande Valley football and volleyball games. As we set up for kickoff, we'll be right back from commercial from our local sponsors.
Emergency Response Services. TVNS are pioneers in the home care industry, in service for over 37 years. 11 locations from Brownsville to Corpus Christi, from Harlingen to Laredo.
Today's game is sponsored by TVNS, the pioneers in serving our community with the highest quality in provider services.
Sherryland ISD, a nationally recognized district focusing on quality and rigorous instruction where every child is immersed in a culture of academic success. A district dedicated to preparing our youth for the future. Our mission is to inspire, educate, and empower all students to reach their full potential and become leaders of the highest moral character. Sherryland ISD, excellence is our tradition.
And we're back here as the Premont Cowboys strike first and take the lead against the Falfurrias Jerseys. After a missed extra point, the Premont Cowboys in the lead 6-0 in the first quarter. As we get ready for this kickoff, we take time to reach out to the viewers that it's with your help that we look for sponsors and advertising opportunities. If you would like to be a sponsor, in a sense, for your local teams or your area and would like to reach out to us at Real Sports Live, you could come in as a sponsor and advertise your local businesses for your local teams or for any live streamed Real Sports game, as we have a pooch kick there to number 1, Weeks, as he's taken down quickly by a few Cowboys there. Again,
Jeff Weeks with your return.
please
First
excuse
and 10, Jersey.
the slight choppiness in the video as we're connected to a Wi-Fi stream, not directly into the internet, and giving you the best possible live stream that we can possible. Again, we're here with Real Sports Live. Make sure all of you that are barely tuning in to this great matchup here in this rivalry between the Premont Cowboys and the Falfurrias jerseys. The jerseys looking to strike back after a turnover. Briseño with 3 wide up at the top of your screen. Takes the snap. Hand off to Renny Martinez through the middle and taken down by a host of Cowboys there for about a gain of 1.
Martinez brought down by number 88, Jason Diaz. Briseño in the shotgun.
Briseño. 3 wide to the top side. Looking through the middle. Scrambles, looking deep to the middle of the field. And right through the hands of the defender, number 14.
Intended for number 1, Jeff Weeks.
Damian Perez making a play on that. The jerseys looking at 3rd and long here. Briseño really trying to work the deep route early in this game. Last game, the jerseys in the second half really picked up their offense, really started moving in the passing game. Let's see if they can kind of get in sync here as they fake the screen one way, bring it back the other way. Weeks making a few guys miss and picks up a huge first down there for the jerseys.
Ring pass to number 1, Jeff Weeks for a jersey.
Jeff Weeks, what a great play call there.
Ball on the Cowboys
For the jerseys.
First and 10, jerseys.
The jerseys really like that screen game that they got, as they got 3 wide to the top of the screen. Briseño takes the snap, looks to the middle, pump fakes, throws it up, and through the hands of the defender, another one through the hands of another Cowboy, as that falls incomplete for 2nd and 10. The Cowboy defense really getting to the quarterback right now with 30 seconds left in this first quarter. Cowboys up 6-0. Briseño, handoff through the middle, taken down by a host of Cowboys there. After a gain of 3, the jerseys are looking at 3rd and 7.
3rd and 7 for the jersey.
And another big 3rd down here. See if the jerseys just let the clock run out. 15 seconds left on the clock. After the Cowboys make a few substitutions. Briseño takes the snap. Gets moved out of the pocket. Makes a couple guys miss. And taken down. And there's a ball on the ground. And as it goes out of bounds, the jerseys looking at 4th and about 9, and that'll be the end of the first quarter. So at the end of 1 quarter, Premont Cowboys 6, Falfurrias jerseys 0 here in Premont, Texas. Off to a slow start on both sides. 4 turnovers already in the game. So we'll see if both teams can settle in on offense, and we'll be right back after this quarter break.
The kids are headed back to school, and this year, more than ever, they'll need internet they can rely on from VTX1 companies. Internet that makes the grade is vital to connect students at home with teachers and professors alike. Our friendly staff is standing by to give you any help you may need. For a limited time only, get free installation from a company headquartered in the Rio Grande Valley. Call VTX1 at 1-800-446-2031. VTX1 Companies, connecting you since '52.
Briseño in the shotgun.
And we're back to start the second quarter. Briseño takes the snap, looking deep, and overthrows the receiver, number 20, Andrew Maldonado.
Ball intended for number 20.
As Briseño looking deep.
Maldonado, incomplete pass, turnover on
Incomplete.
down. First and
And
10,
the jerseys will
Cowboys.
turn it over again on downs. And the Cowboys will take over on offense. As the Cowboys get set to take over on offense, we'll be right back from commercial.
South Padre Island Golf Club. Come for a visit. Stay for a lifetime.
Fans, if you want to look your best at the next game, then let Chewy's Custom Sports go to work for you. From custom designs and graphics.
And we're back as La Fuente hands off to Lucas Rogers with a lot of room as he makes one man miss, makes two jerseys miss. Another blocker in front as he's pushed out of bounds finally at the 10-yard line after a gain of about 60 yards. Lucas Rogers with a huge run there. Let's take a look at that replay. Lucas Rogers with a host of Cowboys in front of him, gaining some huge yards there to start the second quarter.
Ball on the 11-yard line.
Ball now on the 11-yard line. La Fuente ready to take the snap, and it looks like we'll have a Falfurrias jersey timeout. During the timeout, we'd like to reach out to all the people that are viewing and listening in that we're looking for sponsors, looking for advertising opportunities for your local businesses, which allows us to pay those that work and bring you these live stream games. Allows us to pay our cameramen and our broadcasters as they take their time to bring you the live stream of these great events in Texas high school football in the Coastal Bend and Rio Grande Valley area. So if you'd like to reach out to be a sponsor and advertise your local business with your either local team or in the whole area of any Rio Sports live game, reach out to us through Facebook or email at Rio Sports Live. That'll allow us to give you that opportunity, as that helps us do our best to give you a great live stream with Rio Sports Live. Again, if you're just tuning in,
Don't forget the concession stand.
we're here in the second quarter with 11:24 in the second quarter. The Falfurrias jerseys down 6-0 to the Premont Cowboys.
First and 10, Cowboys. La Fuente under center.
La Fuente takes the snap and hand it off to Lucas Rogers. Taken down for a loss of about 2 as the Cowboys looking at 2nd and 12 on the jersey side of the field.
2nd and 12 for the Cowboys.
La Fuente getting the play in to the Cowboys. See if they go
Ball's
back
gonna be located on a 13-yard line.
to the counter that these Cowboys like to run. But with what they've been given, they give the toss to Andrew Christian as he makes one man miss, makes 2 jerseys miss. And Andrew Christian in for a touchdown for the Premont Cowboys. And the Cowboys strike again. Let's take a look at that replay as Andrew Christian makes one cut and makes another cut to the outside. And he's in for another touchdown. The Premont Cowboys really taking it to the Falfurrias jerseys in this first half on the ground. Let's see if the Cowboys go for 1 or 2.
Diaz for the extra
Up
point.
12-0. Looks like they'll kick the extra point. Diaz gets the good snap, good kick, and in as the Cowboys go up 13-0 in the second quarter. Andrew Christian with a great run there for the Premont Cowboys. Again, if you're just tuning in, we're here with Rio Sports Live in Premont, Texas. tuning in with Orlando Guerra and my cameraman Omar Guerra, as this will be our last event, actually, with Real Sports Live, as we get set to end our little stint with Real Sports Live and the effect of getting started
We ask that you as
with
a spectator
football
help slow the spread of COVID-19
in Ben
by
Bolt,
wearing a face
Texas.
covering at all times unless consuming food or drink. Maintain
Getting the
at
ball
least
in the
6
second
foot
half would be the
distance at all
Premont
times
Cowboys.
from individuals outside
Shout out
the
to Bobby Garza. Thank you for
Washing
listening
sanitizing your
in.
hands. Avoid touching your eyes, nose, and mouth with your unwashed hands.
As we get ready to kick off in the kick off in the second quarter with 10 minutes and 30 seconds left to go in the second quarter. Cowboys getting set to kick off. See if the jerseys can put something together. Looks like we have a surprise onside to the middle. Picked up, makes a man miss, and it looks like it's going to fail for the Cowboys as the jerseys come through clutch
Onside,
on a surprise onside kick.
Paulino Hernandez.
An interesting call there by Coach Cantu with the lead, giving the jerseys some great field position on his side of the field. You never know, and you look at this, and it makes you wonder what the Premont Cowboys might be feeling, because at that moment, what they might be feeling is momentum on their side, and with the momentum on their side, it might allow them to come up with that onside that didn't come through as the Cowboys look to set up shop. Briseño fakes one way, looks back for a screen as it falls incomplete.
Incomplete.
The jerseys really struggling
Second
here
for the Jerseys.
early in the game to get something going on offense. Shout out to Caden Escalante. Thank you for listening in. Selena Moreno.
Briseño in the shotgun.
Briseño takes the snap, looks for the screen to Weeks. The pass is caught, but after a loss of 3 yards, the jerseys moving backwards. Looking at 3rd and
That's only number
13.
1 Weeks. Looks like it's going to bring up a 3rd and 14 for the Jerseys. Ball on the 43-yard line. Briseño in the shotgun.
Briseño taking the snap. Flushed out of the pocket. Makes a couple Cowboys miss. Ball on the ground. And it looks like the Cowboys are going to come up with the football. And the Cowboys are going to take over on downs after another turnover. A huge play. Let's take a look at that replay.
Cowboys.
The jerseys with another turnover. The Cowboy defense making up after the missed onside kick. Cowboys setting up. Outside zone. Rogers makes a couple men miss. Making his way down the sideline after he's finally taken down after a gain of about 20 yards. But we have a late flag
There is a flag
on the opposite side of the field here. And it'll be against the jerseys.
Looks like it was a sideline warning on the jersey.
Sideline warning against the
Cowboys.
Falfurrias jerseys against their coaching staff there.
Ball on the 35-yard line.
The Premont Cowboys doing a great job on the ground, moving the football, killing time, playing with a lead with 9 minutes left to go in this second quarter. And Cantu slowing his offense down a little bit here. The Cowboys looking to put one in before the end of
Under
the
center.
first half. They'll run the fullback counter there. as he's taken down for no gain. Looking at 2nd and 10.
Ball handed off up to middle to number 23, JT Torres.
JT Torres making the run there for the Cowboys. And as Torres gets
Ball
up
on the
a little
35-yard line, 2nd and 10
flustered there.
for the Cowboys.
The Cowboys at 2nd and 10, looking to keep killing the clock here. Like I said earlier, talking to Coach Cantu this week, that's their game here in Premont, is to pound the ball, kill the clock, and take advantage of turnovers. And as of right now, that's what the Premont Cowboys have done. And as the clock runs down here, looks like the Cowboys are going to take a timeout. And after this timeout
for the Cowboys.
We're going to go to commercial here. Make sure you share the link on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Apple TV, and Roku. And we'll be right back after this commercial.
Shirts, buttons, mugs, cups, banners, and more, then Chewy's is there for every team and every sport. A veteran-owned company in touch with the community. It's Chewy's Custom Sports in San Benito.
Hi, I'm Rebecca Castillo. I invite you to visit San Benito and see for yourself the many things this community has to offer. Our offices of economic development offer a variety of business resources to developers, investors, and business owners from small to large scale. Contact us and let us work together on your next business opportunity.
Music lovers, you have to stop and see the assortment of records.
And we're back. As we get ready to come out of that timeout, let's take a look at some local scores here. As Awadusa down 14-6 to Luis. Skidmore Tynan's tied with Nixon Smiley. Three Rivers beating Bloomington 21-0. Refugio up 21-0. La Vernia beating Sinton 7-0. Robstown down to Carrizo Springs 0-12. The Ingleside Mustangs up 13-0.
Ball headed up the middle to Rogers.
Miller Bucks beating Corpus Christi Vets 14-8 in Corpus Christi Vets season opener. Cal Allen up 7-0 on GP. Rockport down 14-0 after a huge win last week against Miller to Flower Bluff now. And Toloso Midway and Ray Texans tied at 0 apiece. Those are your local sports scores. As we get back here between the Falfurrias jerseys and the Premont Cowboys, looks like we'll have a toss to the right side. Ball goes down. Picked up there by number 34, Sebastian Reese.
Backfield by number 45, Brandon Smith.
For the jerseys there, the freshman for the jerseys, Sebastian Reese, number 34. And another big turnover. This first half is just full of turnovers tonight.
Ball on the 45.
As we've already had 5 turnovers. Something you never like to expect. It reminds me of the Cowboy game this last week. I think the Cowboys had about 4 turnovers in the first quarter. So we'll see if this might play out the same way that Cowboy game played out this weekend.
Briseño in the shotgun.
Briseño set to take the snap, looks to his right, looking for a screen for Weeks, and a huge hit there by number 1, Andrew Christian on the read there. The strong safety, Andrew Christian, coming up and making a huge hit on the screen.
2nd and 12 for the jerseys.
Briseño with 4 wide, running back to the wide side. Takes the snap, inside zone to Renny Martinez. And he picks up about 9 there as the jerseys are going to look at 3rd and 1, seeing if they could get something going here.
23, Renny Martinez.
You know, talking to a few coaches this week, they felt that this game was going to be a battle between the trenches, and you're starting to see the jerseys having some success running the ball. as they give it up the middle again to Martinez, and he picks up a first down after a gain of 2. See if
We're at the middle by number 23.
the Jersey's coaching staff will stick to
first down.
a few runs here as they're moving the chains
Ball on the Cowboys
in this second
44-yard
quarter
line.
with 6 minutes and 30 seconds left in the second quarter. Briseño takes the snap, pump fakes the screen, looking deep, finds Weeks wide open, and nobody near Weeks as he walks it into the end zone there for a Jersey touchdown. Let's take a look at that play. Looks like a breakdown of coverage there between the safety and the corner on the pump fake, and Weeks goes in with nobody within 10 yards of him. What a play there for the Jerseys to strike back before halftime.
Cowboys 13, Falfurrias Jerseys.
And the
6.
Jerseys are on the board, now down 13-6 with 6 minutes and 20 seconds left. You know, the Jerseys had some success last week, really throwing the ball in the second half.
Extra point attempt by number 20.
Really looked good. Talking to Coach Garcia this week, they felt a little more confident, a little bit more relaxed in their offense after the fumbled snap and a pickup there.
And the extra point is good.
The extra point gets through after it's kicked through by number 26, Eliud de la Rosa. And the Jerseys strike back, making it a one-possession game here by a score of 13-7. As we get set for the kickoff, make sure you share the link on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube. Check us out on Apple TV or Roku for all your Real Sports Live events. Again, as we wait to get ready for the kickoff, we reach out to those that are viewing, that are looking to be sponsors with Real Sports Live, as we hope to help you promote your local business or your community and team in your local area during their Real Sports Live events.
Number 23, JT Torres. Number
Or if you
21,
really like to help us and become a sponsor of Real Sports Live completely, you could have your business in all of our commercials in any Real Sports Live event. And as we get ready for the kickoff, number 12, Anthony Caravantes with the deep kick. And the Cowboys look like they have to pick it up there. And after a miscommunication, I think they thought the ball was going to fall into the end zone for a touchback.
Torres with the run.
The ball ends up staying out of the end zone, takes a Jersey bounce. And the Cowboys are going to start deep in their own territory. Looking at 1st and 10 from the 5-yard line with 6 minutes left in this ball game. La Fuente ready to set up under center.
Under center.
Handoff to Rogers. Rogers picking up a chunk of yardage there. Looks like a gain of about 4. Cowboys will be looking at 2nd and 6.
Ball hand off to number 21.
Excuse me.
Rogers for about
3 yards.
3-yard gain.
Looking at 2nd and
For
7.
the Cowboys.
See if the Cowboys can dig themselves out of this hole, as they're deep in their own territory. See if the Jerseys have made some adjustments defensively. It looks like we got a handoff to Andrew Christian along the left side for a pickup of another 3 yards. With 3rd and 4 coming up, a big 3rd down play here.
For a short game for the Cowboys.
As the Cowboys
Looks like 3rd and about
looking
4
to dig themselves out of the
for
hole.
Cowboys.
Playing with a lead up 13-7.
Ball on the 11-yard line.
La Fuente
Dos La Fuente quarterbacking for the Cowboys under center.
under center. Takes the snap, toss to Andrew Christian. Makes one cut, makes another. And after carrying a few Jersey defenders, he'll pick up another first down.
Andrew Christian for another Cowboys
as the
first down,
Cowboys pick up a first down there.
which will bring up 1st and 10 for the Cowboys.
As the Cowboys look to set up at 1st and 10 here.
Ball on the 16-yard
Don't forget
line.
to share the link with Real Sports Live on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Apple TV, and Roku as we bring you your Coastal Bend and Rio Grande Valley sports events in football and volleyball at this point. We got a toss to Lucas Rogers with nobody in front. Makes one man miss. And after a pickup of about 12, the Premont Cowboys will pick up another first down.
1st and 10 Cowboys.
The Cowboys with 4 minutes and 20 seconds left in this second quarter.
Ball on the Cowboys 27-yard line.
Shout out to Sandrina Garza and her Cowboy fans. Chrissy Escalante and Kanisha Lara. Thank you for tuning in.
Under center.
Handoff to Andrew Christian. And after a gain of 0 yards, Cowboys looking at 2nd and 10 here.
Andrew Christian for no gain. 2nd and 10 for the Cowboys.
If you're barely tuning in to this great game here in Cowboy Country, a rivalry 10-mile matchup between the Falfurrias jerseys and the Premont Cowboys. I'm Orlando Guerra with my cameraman Omar Guerra, bringing you this great matchup here. With 3 minutes left in the second quarter, a toss to Lucas Rogers as a jersey holds him by his, with one arm there, and a huge stop there by number 75, James Garza, the sophomore for the jerseys. A big 3rd and 16 here for the Cowboys. And the Cowboys not in their typical situation here, as they're used to keeping the ball on the ground. Taking a look over at Coach Cantu here, looks like he's going to let the clock run all the way down and take a timeout at the end of the play clock. Again, if you're barely tuning in to Real Sports Live, make sure you share the link as you tune in here with us in Premont, Texas, Cowboy Country. As the Premont Cowboys are up 13-7 in this 10-mile rivalry. Thank you for tuning in with us at Real Sports Live. As the clock ticks down, the Cowboys are going to take a timeout here with 2 minutes and 25 seconds left in the second quarter. The Cowboys up 13-7 during this timeout. We'll be right back after this full commercial here.
Today, located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, Texas, there's over 10,000 records on display and more coming every day. Looking for your favorite album from the past? First pressings, collectibles. How about a 45 with a single you just have to have? Freddie Fender, Johnny Cash, Hank Williams, Elvis, Beatles, blues, rock, classics, Tejano, it's all here. Organized and priced for you. Forever Memories, 237 North Sam Houston, San Benito.
At HCISD, we move the needle forward every day.
We'll blaze a trail for future generations.
It's not just about equipping students with skills for the future. We awaken their potential and empower them to make good choices.
No matter where you're from or where you're headed, there's a place for you to flourish.
3rd and long for the Cowboys.
And as we get ready to finish off this second quarter, the Premont Cowboys up 13-7. And after the handoff there, the scramble by the quarterback.
4th and about 14 for the Cowboys.
With 4th and 14, the jerseys will take a timeout here. During this timeout, I'd like to give a shout out to all the fans sitting outside the fence watching this game As I told you before, this is a huge 10-mile rivalry, and with the limited seating here, we have plenty of fans barbecuing and setting it up outside the fence, watching from the top of their trucks, from their lounge chairs, queuing it up. If they could bring some plates over here, I'd greatly appreciate it. I could use a halftime snack here. Shout out to Falfurrias alumni that are out there. Thank you all for tuning in as you check that out. All the fans here really interested in this matchup. Hopefully they're tuning in live here on Real Sports. Make sure you let them know to tune in on Real Sports Live. As we're back in action here at 4th and about 13, Cowboys
Number 61, Brian Allen.
look to set up to punt it. Number 61 drops it, punts it, and it looks like it's going to go right out of bounds at the 25-yard line. Not a good ending here for the Cowboys.
1st and 10 for the Jerseys. Ball is going to be located on the Cowboys' 25-yard line.
The Cowboys kind of unraveling a little bit here in this second quarter. An onside call goes bad, and Falfurrias capitalizes on that. And then after a few fumbled snaps and a bad punt, the Jerseys, with 2 minutes left, plenty of time to put another one in the end zone here. Let's see if the Jerseys can capitalize again on another mistake by the Cowboys. As Briseño gets ready to take the snap. Briseño takes the snap. Play action. Looks like we got a reverse. And a big tackle there by Lucas Rogers.
Reverse headed off to Weeks.
After a gain of 3 on that reverse. Looked like Weeks had an opening and had to make one man miss. And Lucas Rogers really making a play, getting off that block there.
Ball on the Cowboy 21-yard line.
Hand off through the middle to Martinez. And Martinez taken down after about a gain of 4. Looks like it's going to be 3rd and 1. A minute 20 left. Jerseys cutting it close here.
2nd and 1 for the
Briseño ready to take the snap. Snaps a little high. Hand off through the middle. Looks like a blitz from the Cowboys as they take him down behind the line of scrimmage. Huge 4th down here, as it looks like it'll be 4th and 4 by a huge tackle there by number 51, Caden Escalante.
4th and 4 for the Jerseys.
As we got some real Friday Night Light action here. 53 seconds and counting. 4th and 4. Briseño with 4 wide. Cowboys moving into position. Briseño takes the snap, looks through the middle. And a great tackle there, but another great catch by the Jerseys. We'll take a look at that replay as the Jerseys look to get into their hurry-up offense as the clock is ticking. 37 seconds. Jerseys looking to put one in the end zone. Briseño takes the snap, handoff through the middle. Martinez breaks the tackle. Oh, ball's on the ground. Fumble. Looks like it's going to be picked up by the Jerseys.
Looks like a fumble on the play.
And after that fumble,
Jerseys.
The Jerseys scoop up that fumble. Could have been a big mistake there for the Jerseys. As Martinez trying to do just a little too much there. As we get set for this timeout, shout out to Belia Leal, graduate of Falfurrias. Thank you for tuning in from Edinburgh. Shout out to Misty Aleman and Javi Aleman. Thank you for supporting number 51, Jordan Gonzalez, in this game. Tuning in from Falfurrias.
Maintaining at least a 6-foot distancing at all times from other groups of individuals.
Shout out to Diamond G Restaurant of Premont, Texas. Thank you for listening in.
other things with your unwashed hands.
And as we get ready to finish off this time out, we'll go to a short commercial.
Hi fans, today's game is brought to you by New York Life. Best of luck to your team.
And I'm Danielle Goslin.
19 seconds left in the half.
And we're back here in Premont, Texas. The jerseys on the 2-yard line, 2nd and 2. Looks like a quarterback sneak. And number 52, 62, excuse me, Joey Naranjo on the blitz with a huge hit there on Matt Briseño. Taken down as the clock keeps running. 5 seconds, and he clocks it and spikes it down. So the jerseys with 3 seconds left and 4th down. What a great situation here in this exciting ball game, excuse me, as this game just really gets going here with 3 seconds left. Huge play for both sides here. Jersey's a chance to tie the ball game up, and the Cowboys looking to make a stop going into halftime. 4th and about 6. Briseño looking to the inside, picked off through the middle. Number 23 making a run down the sideline and taken down, and the Premont Cowboys come up with a huge stop as I show you that replay there. Big stop there. Huge stop for the Cowboys. So as we get ready to kick off this halftime show, please bear with us as we'll be on and off with a few interactions here and there as we look to see if there are any halftime performances in this game. We'll be right back after this commercial. The Premont Cowboys up 13-7 against the Falfurrias jerseys in this 10-mile rivalry here in Cowboy Country. Tuning in with Orlando Guerra and my cameraman Omar Guerra with Rio Sports Live as we send you into halftime. Thank you for tuning in, and make sure you share the link in this great game between the Premont Cowboys and the Falfurrias jerseys. We'll be right back after this commercial.
For over 170 years, New York Life has built a reputation of developing the most successful professionals in the industry.
We help to manage the process from day one and guide you on your way to success. If you're looking to challenge yourself and build an insurance and financial service business,
then we would like to show you how we can help.
When in Port Mansfield, be sure to stop in Laguna Madre Baits, the home of Laguna Girl 1 and 2. They ensure that you have the best when it comes to your fishing needs. Locally caught bait, including live shrimp and croaker. Frozen baits, caught locally, frozen shrimp, squid, mullet, and more. Dress the part with full outdoor apparel. Drinks, ice, snacks, groceries, and fishing supplies for any need. Access by road or by boat. Look for the blue building and the blue shrimp boats. Laguna Madre Baits, 828 Westport Drive, Port Mansfield, Texas.
And as we get ready to go live throughout the commercial to allow the music to play, we're going to give you some halftime entertainment here as the Falfurrias Lariats will be performing. Shout out to Idalia Garza Tuli, Premont graduate of class of 68, watching from Austin, Texas. Thank you so much, Idalia. Keep Austin weird. Thank you for tuning in.
The girls will be performing a palm routine to Danza
Again,
Kuduro.
throughout the halftime performance, will be through commercial, along with a split screen performance.
The music.
Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles, located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, is filled with vintage items, collectibles, and a selection of vinyl records that's as good as it gets. Every shelf, every aisle, and table is filled daily by a number of vendors that ensures that something here just might be the item you have to have. The vinyl record area helps bring an added atmosphere that makes for a fun trip when stepping back in time with the memories. Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles in San Benito. TVNS specializes in provider services, respite care, and
And a great performance there by the Falfurrias Lariats. Again, in this ball game, the Premont Cowboys and the Falfurrias jerseys, the first half full of turnovers on both sides, as we had 6 total turnovers in the ball game. And the Cowboys capitalizing on that, along with the jerseys capitalizing on 1 turnover as well. Both of the Cowboys running backs, each with a touchdown. Lucas Rogers and Andrew Christian. But after that failed onside kick, the jerseys capitalized on a good pump and go out to Jeff Weeks Jr., the receiver for the jerseys. Shout out to Joe Guerra, listening in from Edinburgh, Falfurrias alumni. Thank you for listening in. Thank you, Corey Sanchez, for listening in and watching that live event there with the Falfurrias Lariats.
Taking the field is the
ball game, a huge rivalry, finally back in action. The first time the Falfurrias jerseys and the Premont Cowboys have played since the 2005-2006 football season in a regular game. If we think back into the late 2000s, early 2010s, in that short 8-year stint, about 7-year stint, the Premont Cowboys had lost athletics for a while. Coach Cantu came in as the athletic director and has been here since and has done a great job bringing the athletic program back after being shut down due to TEA.
And join the Cowboy
and the Premont Cowboys doing a really great job academically and athletically here, bringing everything back
Drum major,
up to a
is your band ready?
Great resume and a good start in this 2020 year.
You may begin your
Shout out
performance.
to Chris and Anika Bueno. Thank you so much for listening in. Appreciate you so much. Thank you. And as the Premont band will get set to set off, we'll be right back from commercial.
Pioneers in the home care industry, in service for over 37 years. 11 locations from Brownsville to Corpus Christi, from Harlingen to Laredo.
Today's game is sponsored by TVNS, the pioneers in serving our community with the highest quality in provider services.
Sherryland ISD, a nationally recognized district focusing on quality and rigorous instruction where every child is immersed in a culture of academic success. A district dedicated to preparing our youth for the future. Our mission is to inspire, educate, and empower all students to reach their full potential and become leaders of the highest moral character. Sherryland ISD, excellence is our tradition.
The kids are headed back to school, and this year, more than ever, they'll need internet they can rely on from VTX1 companies. Internet that makes the grade is vital to connect students at home with teachers and professors alike. Our friendly staff is standing by to give you any help you may need. For a limited time only, get free installation from a company headquartered in the Rio Grande Valley. Call VTX1 at 1-800-446-2031. VTX1 Companies, connecting you since '52.
South Padre Island Golf Club. Come for a visit. Stay for a lifetime.
Fans, if you want to look your best at the next game, then let Chewy's Custom Sports go to work for you. From custom designs and graphics to mass production in-house. If it's hats, shirts, buttons, mugs, cups, banners, and more, then Chewy's is there for every team and every sport. A veteran-owned company in touch with the community. It's Chewy's Custom Sports in San Benito.
Hi, I'm Rebecca Castillo. I invite you to visit San Benito and see for yourself the many things this community has to offer. Our offices of economic development offer a variety of business resources to developers, investors, and business owners from small to large scale. Contact us and let us work together on your next business opportunity.
Music lovers, you have to stop and see the assortment of records, tapes, and records memorabilia at Forever Memories today. Located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, Texas, there's over 10,000 records on display and more coming every day. Looking for your favorite album from the past, first pressings, collectibles. How about a 45 with a single you just have to have? Freddie Fender, Johnny Cash, Hank Williams, Elvis, Beatles, blues, rock, classics, Tejano, it's all here. Organized and priced for you. Forever Memories, 237 North Sam Houston, San Benito.
At HCISD, we move the needle forward every day.
We'll blaze a trail for future generations.
It's not just about equipping students with skills for the future. We awaken their potential and empower them to make good choices.
No matter where you're from or where you're headed, there's a place for you to flourish at HCISD.
Hi fans, today's game is brought to you by New York Life. Best of luck to your team.
And I'm Danielle Goslin, and I'm a partner with New York Life Insurance Company. For over 170 years, New York Life has built a reputation of developing the most successful professionals in the industry.
We help to manage the process from day one and guide you on your way to success. If you're looking to challenge yourself and build an insurance and financial service business,
then we would like to show you how we can help.
When in Port Mansfield, be sure to stop in Laguna Madre Baits, the home of Laguna Girl 1 and 2. They ensure that you have the best when it comes to your fishing needs. Locally caught bait, including live shrimp and croaker. Frozen baits, caught locally, frozen shrimp, squid, mullet, and more. Dress the part with full outdoor apparel. Drinks, ice, snacks, groceries, and fishing supplies for any need. Access by road or by boat. Look for the blue building and the blue shrimp boats, Laguna Madre Baits. 828 Westport Drive, Port Mansfield, Texas. Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles, located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, is filled with vintage items, collectibles, and a selection of vinyl records that's as good as it gets. Every shelf, every aisle, and table is filled daily by a number of vendors that ensures that something here just might be the item you have to have. The vinyl record area helps bring an added atmosphere that makes for the fun trip when stepping back in time with the memories. Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles in San Benito.
And we're back here in this halftime break here. Don't forget, halftime is 20 minutes. Actually, 25 minutes, 25. With 16 minutes left in halftime, we'll do our best to kind of work our way back and forth to keep you in tune with the game, if you're barely tuning in, the score is 13-7. The Premont Cowboys doing it big on the ground, scoring early. This game full of turnovers back and forth with both teams, as Premont capitalized on one turnover by the Jerseys, and the Jerseys capitalized big time on a turnover. If we go back to the end of the second quarter, the Jerseys, with 2 minutes from the 20-yard line, had an opportunity and came up short to end the half to stay down in the ball game 13-7. And that's tough to see. As a fan and as a coach, it's tough to see in a situation that seems very positive for you to come up a little short. So during this halftime, let's see if the Cowboys can kind of make a few adjustments and make a few defensive adjustments to maybe take away the Jerseys' key plays. The Jerseys really hitting up the slant with Jeff Weeks and really trying to look deep as they start trying to work a little bit of misdirection in the pass game, a couple fake screens coming back the other way. And the Jerseys really hoping to get started, but really trying to still find an identity as the Jerseys look to run this up-tempo offense and spread offense. And under new head coach Ruben Garcia, looks like they're still trying to get some kinks out of the way. But as you can see, they're keeping themselves in the ball game. The defense making a few stops, forcing a few turnovers, which is good for the Jerseys. And the Cowboys really looking to capitalize on some of those mistakes by the Jerseys. Now, when you look over at the Cowboys side, they got a senior in Lucas Rogers, a sophomore in Andrew Christian, a sophomore in Dos La Fuente, and a junior in JT Torres in the backfield. And as they're in the backfield there, Coach Cantu really trying to feed all three of his backs and really trying to spread the wealth. And the Cowboys really moved the ball pretty well offensively through the whole first half. Had a hiccup on a kick return that fell short and gave them some bad field position to end the half. And then a big turnover on the Jersey side of the field really changed the game. So really looking into this ball game, I think the second half, and this is just my personal opinion, is going to come out a little bit more intense. I think both teams are really starting to invest their emotions into this a little bit differently now. Again, they had a scrimmage earlier, I believe it was 3 weeks ago, opening scrimmage for the Cowboys and opening scrimmage for the Jerseys. And the Cowboys really led that scrimmage. And the Jerseys were still trying to find that identity offensively. And as we get to this game, it's definitely a lot closer. And it could just be the intensity of the game, the fact of this whole rivalry between the Falfurrias Jerseys and the Premont Cowboys coming back to life could be the reason of this very close matchup after 3 weeks. In 3 weeks from what I've seen, the Premont Cowboys have definitely stuck to their guns and their offense, really trying to just kill the clock, pound the ball, feed their 1-2-3 punch and spread the wealth with Coach Cantu's offense. And in the last 3 weeks also, watching the Falfurrias Jerseys, last week, tough loss at going into the fourth quarter. They were tied at 28 and let the tie ball game just slip away, as defensively they just couldn't stop the Aransas pass run game. And you're seeing here the Cowboys keeping the ball on the ground, and who knows, maybe this is Premont's go-to. Maybe they see something at halftime that's going to allow them to go. And if you think about it, even on that 3rd and long, the Premont Cowboys didn't even throw a pass. They're just looking to really stay invested in what they do as a team. And like I said earlier, talking to Coach Garcia and Coach Cantu this week, Coach Cantu really sticking to his guns of ground and pound and keep the fight between the trenches, and believes his offensive line could outmatch the defensive line and really just come through. And talking to Coach Garcia, he was hoping the offense could kind of keep the trend running on offense and really get things going and start getting in sync and put together some good series. And we've seen the Jerseys put together one good series that they really moved the ball, and one that came up a little bit short. But Jersey's still looking to find a possession and really get going in this matchup. So as we get ready to go to commercial, we have a few shout outs here. Shout out to Connie Barrera. Thank you for listening in and tuning in. Coach Peña, Shaylee Peña, hopefully I said that right, watching from Logansport, Indiana. Loving the rivalry as a player and a coach. The best game was 2-0 back in 1987. What a matchup there, and what a stat on a safety. What a that must have been a really intense ball game. Thank you for that information, Coach Peña, and tuning in from Indiana. Thank you for tuning in with us at Real Sports Live. Shout out to Coach Cantu of the Premont Cowboys, class of 2003, Falfurrias High School. Shout out to Marisa Barrera, tuning in from Falfurrias, cheering on the jerseys. Thank you, Marisa. Shout out to Melissa Carrasco. Thank you for tuning in. I'm going to miss this as well. As I said before, this will be our last Real Sports Live event for me and my partner in crime, my father, Omar Guerra, who is my cameraman. If you didn't know, I'm a coach at Ben Bolt High School, and Ben Bolt will be starting football next week, so shout out to all the Ben Bolt Badgers that are listening in as well. We'll be getting started next week, so that'll be the end of my broadcasting career. Hopefully ESPN hears me and picks me up at some point later down in my career. You never know. Shout out to Carlos Barrera, born in Falfurrias, living in Premont, Texas. And you cheer for both, as this is a great matchup, as the jerseys are coming out of the locker room here with about 8 minutes left in halftime. Shout out to Alvaro Hinojosa, watching from GMP Ranch in Freer. Cowboys, Premont Cowboy alumni, class of 73. Shout out to Dos La Fuente, the quarterback. Shout out to Noe Diaz, watching from the United States. Thank you. Streaming there, Noe Diaz. Shout out to number 20, Andrew Maldonado, from his mother, Ruby Ann. Thank you for tuning in, Norma and Richard Sines. Best of both worlds here with a cowboy and a jersey there in your family. Shout out to John Gonzalez, my boy from Alice, Texas. Class of 2009, Alice, Texas. They made a huge run in the playoffs back then. I believe they lost to Austin. I don't want to say Westlake. I know that that's wrong. But I know that they played Austin. Oh, they played Austin Lake Travis. And I believe the quarterback at that time for Austin Lake Travis went to UT. If I could remember the name, I really wish I could. Transferred to UT after being at UT for a year, came out in that national championship game for Colt McCoy when he got hurt, and made the transfer to SMU. Also, shout out to Cristina Garza and Sally Varial supporting the jerseys. Shout out to Coach Trevino of the Premont Cowboys. He was a class of 2002. Shout out to B. Arellano. Thank you for listening in. And Bruni at the game rooms. Hope you get some luck there. Thank you for tuning in to this live sports event. Shout out to Hector Ortiz tuning in from Odessa Oil Patch. Premont alumni.
And help all those
Shouting out to Premont Cowboy, number 7, Bug de Leon, and number 24, Jules Ortiz.
Was made with love by Raul Hinojosa and friends.
Shout out to Coach Gabe Bettis, who coached the Cowboys and the jerseys,
and facilitate growth of this community. It will be there for many
tuning
years to
into
come.
this game.
So we'd like to mention that.
Shout out to Omar Peña. Thank you for listening in. Premont class of 2004. Shout out to Regina Garcia. Thank you for listening in as she looks for number 32 for the jerseys. Clarissa Garza and J.R. Ramirez, thank you for listening in all the way from San Antonio. Falfurrias jerseys, go jerseys. Thank you. Clarissa Garza. Shout out to Sandra Flores Hernandez, a former cowgirl supporting from Cuero, Texas. Cuero, home of Jordan Whittington, playing for the UT Longhorns right now. Cuero, another great football school, won the state championship 2 years ago. Shout out to Jose Garza, watching in from Illinois. Thank you, Jose, for tuning in with us at Rio Sports Live in this classic rivalry brought back between the Falfurrias jerseys and the Premont Cowboys. Shout out to Mandy Rios, tuning in from Sinton, Texas. Thank you for tuning in again also. Shout out to Alvaro Hinojosa, looking out at his grandnephew, Dos La Fuente, the quarterback of the Premont Cowboys. We have Faustino Alanis in Corpus Christi, watching from Pleasanton. As Pleasanton's up on the King Mustangs, 14-0 at half. Shout out to the Falfurrias Calaveras. Thank you for listening in, Tommy and Gilbert. Shout out to Leo Carales, a new resident in Premont, coming in from Houston, rooting for his new team. Shout out to Sarah Deering, bringing back her 1984 to 1985 football season with Coach Covey Wilkinson. Seniors of 1985, Premont beat Falfurrias 23-8. Shout out to Carlos Guerra, Charlie, class of 71, Premont Cowboys. Shout out to Clay Powell, listening in from Gilmer, Texas. Thank you for listening in to this great matchup with about 2 minutes and 30 seconds left. Thank you to all the viewers for helping us get through this halftime and allowing us to give you those shout outs. As you can see, people tuning in from not just Texas, but all over the country here, really tuning in for this small town event. When you think about it, it's a small 2A, small 3A school here. And so many alumni, so many people that are dear to these communities that are tuning in and watching from all areas of Texas and all areas of the United States. We appreciate you listening in with Rio Sports Live and appreciate you with the kind gestures and comments. Shout out to Rennie Reyes, jerseys, class of 2000. Good luck to both teams, and may they come out injury-free. I agree. Shout out to Vivian Garcia. Once a jersey, always a jersey. Class of 1972. Bobby Davila remembering that night back in 1985. The quarterback of the Cowboys at that time. Shout out to Daniela Mata. Thank you for tuning in for the Cowboys. Class of 2017. All these alumni here. Thank you for watching Betsy Maxwell in Carrizo Springs. Shout out to the Premont Cowboys. Shout out to Love, Chrysler, Dodge, and Jeep in Alice, Texas, a future sponsor of Real Sports Live. Get with us soon. Thank you for the sponsorship right there. Shout out to Aurora Mata, class of 77, Premont Cowboys. Thank you for tuning in. Crystal Garcia watching from Kyle, Texas, right outside of Austin. Another alumni there. And you gotta love the 10-mile rivalry here that we got. Shout out to Gibby Tejas. Shout out to the Premont alumni, All-American quarterback Rudy the Bullet Garcia. Thank you. Hector Ortiz. Shout out to Raul Recio, class of 1991. Charlie Silvas, class of 2002 from the Jerseys. Giving a shout out to two of his alumni teammates, Jaime Relas Jr., one of the great running backs of Falfurrias, and Tommy Tomcat Varial. Jaime Relas, his father was a record holder in rush yards for Falfurrias for almost over 20 years. Shout out to the FHS athletic trainers. Thank you for doing your job, Roxana Ramirez. Maria Herrera, class of 1969, Premont. And Desiree De La Paz, class of 2009, watching from Kingsville. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. Shout out to DWI, Danny's Wooden Inspirations. Hope you get your sponsorship done and get that set so we could get you on. Shout out to Noe Martinez watching from Beeville, Texas.
Deep to receive for the Cowboys, number 20.
And last but not least,
number 1, Andrew Christian. And
shout out to Jay Lopez and the family. As we set to kick off here, the Premont Cowboys set to receive in the third quarter. Ball bounces. They run a reverse starburst. He finds some openings. Rodgers all the way down the right side of the sideline. And they open up the second half with a huge kick return for the touchdown. Premont Cowboys. Let's take a look at that as he makes his way, makes a cut, and had one guy to beat with a great lead block. And the Cowboys open up the second half big with the starburst. The starburst reverse. What a call by the special teams coordinator of the Premont Cowboys. Huge way to come out in this game. As the Cowboys now up 19-7.
Jason Diaz for the extra point.
The Cowboys starting the second half with a bang there. Rodgers with nobody near him. And the extra point is going to be good. And the Cowboys open it up with a bang there in the second half. A starburst reverse on the kick return. What a call. I know last year the Cowboys typically ran the starburst on their kickoff return when you gave them that opportunity. And when you give them that opportunity, it could be pretty deceptive as you got a man in the middle, as he'll do a fake or 2 or 3 and keep it. What a call and what a return for Lucas Rodgers, number 21, the senior for the Premont Cowboys. And that's what you're talking about right there when you talk about making a statement when you come out for that second half. What a play, what a call, what a run. In this 10-mile rivalry, the Premont Cowboys strike again first in the second half and go up 20-7 in the third quarter. Again, thank you tuning in with Real Sports Live. Make sure you share the link on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Apple TV, and Roku in this amazing matchup here between the Premont Cowboys and the Falfurrias jerseys. as the ball's kicked deep off the hands of number 20. Picks it up, slips, makes one man miss, makes another man miss, and luckily gains a few yards there on the 8-yard line. The jerseys will set up shop. Again, thank you all for tuning in. If you're just tuning in with us, as you can see, up to 331 viewers. That's amazing in this small town matchup, 10-mile rivalry between the Falfurrias jerseys and the Premont Cowboys. Make sure you share the link in hopes to get all of your local fans and viewers to check in on this game. As a fumble, ball on the ground, and it looks like the Cowboys are waving like they have it, and another turnover. Another turnover on the jerseys offensive side. On the handoff, the Cowboys bringing the momentum. I don't know what Coach Cantu told these guys in the locker room, but they came out pumped, fired up, and physical as they force a turnover on the jerseys. First play from scrimmage in the second half.
Dos La Fuente under center.
Dos La Fuente takes the snap, handoff to Lucas Rogers as he goes through the right side and rumbles his way in for another touchdown. The Premont Cowboys making a statement tonight. As you watch again on this touchdown, the Premont Cowboys really taking it to the Falfurrias jerseys as they go up 26-7 in this ball game.
Diaz for the extra point.
As Diaz gets ready to kick the extra point. Good snap, good hold. And it's through the uprights.
And the extra point is good.
As we get ready for the kickoff, again, it's with your viewing. And those viewers, thank you for listening in and tuning in with us at Real Sports Live. If you're just tuning in, the Cowboys, in less than a minute in the third quarter, score 2 touchdowns on an opening kickoff return and a forced turnover and one play from line of scrimmage. The Cowboys up 27-7 with 11:23 to go. Plenty of time here for the Falfurrias jerseys to get back in this game. You saw the way the jerseys last week, if you tuned in with us at Real Sports Live. Last week in the third quarter, the jerseys really picked up their offense. They were down, I believe, 21-7. And being down 21-7, they came back and made it a ball game, tying it up 28-28 going into the fourth. Let's see if the jerseys have something in their back pocket here to get something going.
Back to receive for the jerseys, number 20, Andrew Maldonado.
Shout out to Maggie Hinojosa, class of 86 and 87, watching from McAllen. Thank you for tuning in to Real Sports Live. Appreciate all your support and your viewing. After the pooch kick goes to number 30, Derek Varial, after he runs over a few Cowboys. The score at the bottom of the screen there, 27-7 in the third quarter. If you check in at the bottom of the screen, we have the score and quarter located for you. Shout out to defensive coordinator Arnold Trevino for the Cowboys from your wife, Anel Trevino. Good luck to the Cowboys. Shout out to Joel Salinas listening in as Briseño sets to take the snap, looks for the screen. After making a few Cowboys miss, number 11, Chris Rosas, makes the catch. Again, make sure those of you that are tuning in with us, share the link to this great 10-mile rival game here between the Premont Cowboys and the Falfurrias jerseys. in this great Friday Night Light matchup. Briseño takes the snap with 4 wide. And a lot of pressure there from the Premont Cowboy defense as they take a sack right there. The Cowboys putting some pressure. Let's look in on that sack here as they get to the quarterback. And a big, big play there from the Cowboy defense. The jerseys looking at 3rd and 14. Shout out to quarterback alumni David Vela, the 2001 Falfurrias jersey quarterback with, I remember, record-breaking running back from Falfurrias, Mark Cates, with a flag getting thrown deep. A great play after the flag, which looks like it's going to be an offsides on the Cowboys. So good break there for the jerseys as Briseño throws it up in hopes of making a big play there.
Repeat 3rd down.
Shout out to Analisa Lopez. Thank you for tuning in with us.
Five-yard penalty would bring up a 3rd
with
and
the
9
jerseys at 3rd and 9. Really big play here as the jerseys with 10 minutes left in the 3rd quarter. Briseño takes the snap, looking deep, rolls out to his left, and taken down for a gain of 1 yard.
Briseño pushed out of bounds by number 88, Jason Diaz.
And as he's pushed out of bounds, we have an injury on the field. Out of respect to all the players, the coaches, and the communities during injuries, we will go to a full timeout and a full commercial. We'll be right back.
TVNS specializes in provider services, respite care, and emergency response services. TVNS are pioneers in the home care industry, in service for over 37 years. 11 locations from Brownsville to Corpus Christi, from Harlingen to Laredo.
Today's game is sponsored by TVNS, the pioneers in serving our community with the highest quality.
And we're back after an injury timeout. Briseño with the tight punt there. Takes a Cowboy bounce as it's picked up
Briseño with a punt
around the 30-yard line.
Down on the 30-yard line. 1st and 10, Cowboys.
As they get set to take off, make sure you share the link on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Apple TV, or Roku. The Premont Cowboys up 27-7.
Goes La Fuente, the Cowboy quarterback, under center. Power I formation.
As La Fuente takes the snap, hand off to Lucas Rogers as he goes down for a short gain there.
Run up the middle by number 21, Rogers. No gain for the Cowboys. 2nd and 10 for Premont.
As the Cowboys get ready to go. The Cowboys set up at 2nd and 10. As Andrew Christian
Toss to Christian.
picks up about 3 yards there.
About a 4-yard gain for the Cowboys. 3rd and about 8.
The Cowboys looking to just kill the
Ball
clock
on the
out here.
32-yard line. La Fuente under center.
La Fuente ready to take the snap. As it's handed off to Lucas Rogers. Rogers picks up about 5 yards there. And it's going to be fourth and one. And it looks like the Cowboys are going to stay on offense and really try to make a statement here. And as they draw the jerseys off sides, the Cowboys don't have to do much as they pick up the first down, it's going to look like. Actually, a false start against the Cowboys.
Looks like it's offsides on the Cowboys.
And it's going to be 4th and 6. See if Coach Cantu chooses to punt. Shout out to Jessica Quintanilla
5-yard penalty will bring up
in support of Andrew Christian, number 1 for the Premont Cowboys.
4th and 6.
Thank you for tuning in. Shout out to Rosie Garcia. Thank you for listening in with us. As they get a punt off, it's caught in the air and taken down by Andrew Christian on the tackle. And no gain on the return.
Andrew Christian.
As we get ready for the jerseys to get on offense, let's go ahead and look at some local scores here in the area. As Awadusa down 34-13 to Luis. Skidmore up 14-13 against Nixon Smiley. Three Rivers up big on Bloomington 33-0. Odom beating Santa Gertrudis 21-0. Refugio up 34-0 at the half. Sinton battling back down 14-7 going into the fourth quarter. Robstown down 19-0. CC Vets and Miller in a shootout there 23-21. And Cal Allen really pouring it on GP 35-0. And Flower Bluff making a statement after Rockport comes off a big win. The Flower Bluff Hornets up 21-0 on Rockport Fulton. And the TM Warriors up 6-0 against Ray as the Cowboys come up with a big sack there.
Ball on the 29-yard
pushing
line.
the jerseys back about 8 yards. The jerseys looking to hopefully get something going here. Briseño finds his receiver
Screen pass.
on the screen pass.
Jordan Gonzalez in the backfield.
As Jordan Gonzalez makes a
Turning around
great
for the
tackle there.
jerseys.
And a loss of 3. The jerseys at 3rd and 20. Let's make it about 25. 3rd and 25 here.
Briseño in the shotgun.
Looking to hopefully get something going. Briseño takes the snap, looking back. Looking for Weeks on the wheel route. And just out of bounds as the jerseys come up empty on that 3rd down play.
Julian Ortiz with the coverage for the Cowboys.
Shout out to Yvonne Reese, class of 1998 for the Premont Cowboys. Shout out from the Ortiz family to the Cowboys. As Briseño on 4th and 24, looks like he's going to punt it. And the punt is going to take a jersey bounce there and be picked up at the 44-yard line in their own territory.
1st and 10 Cowboys.
The Cowboys will set up shop on the jersey 44. Again, it's with all those that are viewing, we look for sponsors that would be willing to sponsor with Real Sports Live and opportunities to advertise your business and your local teams in support of them. As there's a handoff to Lucas Rogers through the middle. Coach Cantu just going to stick to the ground and pound game here, the bread and butter with his 1-2-3 punch. And it looks like we'll have an injury timeout here. And during this injury timeout, we'll be right back from commercial.
Sherryland ISD, a nationally recognized district focusing on quality and rigorous instruction where every child is immersed in a culture of academic success. A district dedicated to preparing our youth.
And we're back. And if you're just tuning in with us, it's 5 minutes and 30 seconds left in the third quarter, and the Cowboys running their first pass of the game lets it go as it falls incomplete. First pass of the game there for the Cowboys, looking to catch the jersey sleeping, but the jersey's really expecting that pass. Shout out to Carlton Adams, a Cowboy alumni, class of 63. Thank you for tuning in, Carlton Adams. Again, if you're just tuning in with us, you're tuning in with Real Sports Live. Orlando Guerra doing the commentating with my cameraman Omar Guerra. As La Fuente takes the snap, hands it off to Rogers. And it looks like the jerseys are going to bring the house there
Ball headed off
to take Rogers down behind the line of scrimmage for about 4th and 12. Looks like the Cowboys are going to punt it.
4th and 12 for the Cowboys.
Shout out to Jaime Mata, class of 2001, Premont, Texas. Thank you for tuning in. Again, if you're just tuning in with us here at Real Sports Live in this 10-mile rival on the fumbled snap. And could this be a turn of events for the jerseys? As the jerseys looking to find some momentum here. A little excitement on that side. Let's see if they could get going. Great play there by number 26, Eliud de la Rosa.
Brandon Smith, number 45.
Along with number 45, Brandon Smith. As the jerseys get ready to set up on the Premont side of the field here, the jerseys looking to strike back. In this type of ball game, in the jersey style of offense here, anything could happen. I know last week they scored in 38 seconds in 3 plays. So in that up-tempo spread offense, anything could happen. As Briseño takes the snap, he hands it off on the inside to Renny Martinez as he goes down after a gain of about 1. Looks like we'll have an injury on the field. Again, out of respect for the players and for the coaches, and both teams will go to a full commercial during injuries. We'll be right back with you.
Educate and empower all students to reach their full potential and become leaders of the highest moral character. Sherryland ISD, excellence is our tradition.
The kids are headed back to school, and this year, more than ever, they'll need internet they can rely on from VTX1 companies. Internet that makes the grade is vital to connect students at home with teachers and professors alike. Our friendly staff is standing by to give you any help you may need. For a limited time only, get free installation from a company headquartered in the Rio Grande Valley. Call VTX1 at 1-800-446-2031. VTX1 Companies, connecting you since '52.
And as we get ready to get back into action here, the jerseys looking at 2nd and 9.
Briseño
And the jerseys looking to strike back. Handoff to Renny Martinez as he's taken down for a loss of 2. And the Cowboy defense really getting to the offensive line here of the jerseys. The Cowboys looking to make a statement here on their home field.
For the jerseys. Ball on the 36-yard line.
Briseño takes the snap, looks to the right, finds Weeks. And number 24,
Green play broken up by
Julian
number
Ortiz.
4, Julian Ortiz.
Julian Ortiz, excuse me, the freshman. Julian Ortiz, the freshman, coming up and making a quick tackle for a loss of 1 there.
4th and about 14 for the jerseys.
As the jerseys looking to go for it here on 4th down. Looks like it's going to be about 4th and 13. The jerseys trying to find a way to get back in this ball game. Still plenty of time. 3 minutes in the 3rd quarter. Briseño with 3 wide to the top of the screen. Takes the snap. Looking to the middle of the field. And overthrows his receiver there. As the jerseys come up empty.
Pass intended for number 20.
And the Premont Cowboys make another stop and will take over on the 38-yard line.
10 for the Cowboys.
As the Cowboys get set to get on offense. Shout out to Coach Mary Jo Morales, one of the legends there. Thank you for tuning in. Appreciate the support, Coach Morales.
Power I formation.
Shout out to Roel Peña, class of 93 Premont Cowboys, as we get a toss to Andrew Christian. As he breaks a couple tackles, making his way to the other side of the field and taken down after a lot of running there and scrambling around. A loss of 2 there. Taken down by number 14, Robert Cadena. Shout out to Alvaro Hinojosa. Thank you for tuning in with Real Sports Live. We appreciate your support. Make sure you share the link with all your friends in this great 10-mile rival matchup. Shout out to Linda Sanchez, class of 93, Premont Cowboys. A handoff through the middle. Rogers making his way through.
Running hard up the middle, the fullback.
Oh, excuse me. Not Lucas Rogers. Number 23, JT Torres, the fullback.
1st and 10.
Making his way through the Jersey defense there, hitting the 2nd level. And had 1 guy to beat and picks up a 1st down. Shout out to Eddie Sainz, class of 77. Bobby Allen, Frank Davila, Leo Hinojosa, Homer Recio, and all company there. Shout out to Marcela Jimenez Scott. We appreciate your support as we try to bring you the best live stream possible here. As La Fuente takes the snap, Torres met at the line of scrimmage for a gain of no yards there. Shout out to Jolinda Vela in Austin, Texas. Thank you for listening in, cousin, and support for both the Falfurrias jerseys and the Premont Cowboys. Keep Austin weird, girl. Shout out to Miss Ana Romo, excuse me. One of my teachers, longtime teacher of Falfurrias and BCISD, and now in Premont with Premont ISD. Miss Ana Romo, as Lucas Rogers makes his way to the 2nd level, has a few jerseys to beat as he's taken down at the 5-yard line, and a huge gain there.
There is a flag on the field.
And look at this play as he hits the 2nd level. There's not a jersey in sight. As they run him down, he gets to the 5-yard line, and again another great run for the Premont Cowboys in this power offense. But at the end of the play, we're going to have some dirty laundry on the field. And Coach Cantu doesn't look too excited about this, as the ball is going to be taken back. And it looks like the penalty, an unsportsmanlike penalty against the Cowboys after the play. So the play will stand, and the penalty will take place after the spot of the ball. Shout out to Commissioner Pepe Williams. Thank you for listening in. Shout out to the Gonzalez brothers. Thank you, Nomer Gonzalez, class of 2006, 2010, and 2012, as La Fuente gets set under center. Turns around to hand it off to Rogers, as Rogers makes his way through the middle for a gain of about 7 there. The Cowboys look like they're going to end the third quarter here up 27-7 heading into the fourth. The Premont Cowboys taking control of this game heading into the fourth. At the end of the third quarter, the Cowboys 27, the Jerseys 7, and the Premont Cowboys looking to finish this one off.
We would like to take a moment to thank the
Again,
coaches, directors, teachers, schools,
the Jerseys
staff, and their dedication
have the
to our
offense
student
to
athletes
make
through
a
this uncertain
comeback here. It's only a 3-possession game, and in that spread style offense, there's a great opportunity for them to still come back in this game and make a statement here as the Premont Cowboys in this 10-mile rival matchup really looking like they have control of their emotions, have control of their team, and are working together right now. So let's see if the Cowboys can make a few moves here to put another one in the end zone, or will the Jerseys come out and make another adjustment and hopefully keep the Cowboys out of the end zone here and keep it a 3-possession game. If you're just tuning in to the game here with us at Real Sports Live, the Premont Cowboys went in at halftime up 13-7 and opened up the second half with a kickoff return for a touchdown and forced a turnover on the Jerseys' first play and put another one in the end zone, as La Fuente looks to hand one off up the middle, and Lucas Rogers with another Cowboy touchdown. As we take a look at that play, the Cowboys sticking to their bread and butter and tacking another touchdown on. Lucas Rogers, have yourself a day. As the Cowboys set up to make another extra point. As the kick is blocked and picked up, the Cowboys, after another touchdown, up 33-7 against the Falfurrias Jerseys. As we get ready for that kickoff, shout out to Yolanda Ramirez and her husband Role. Thank you for listening in, primos and primas. Shout out to Mark Mireles watching in from Abilene, Texas. Thank you, Mark, for listening in with Rio Sports Live. As they get set for this kickoff, we'll be right back after this commercial.
South Padre Island Golf Club. Come for a visit. Stay for a lifetime.
Fans, if you want to look your best at the next game, then let Chewy's Custom Sports go to work for you. From custom designs and graphics to mass production in-house. If it's hats, shirts, buttons, mugs, cups, banners, and more, then Chewy's is there for every team and every sport. A veteran-owned company in touch with the community. It's Chewy's Custom Sports in San Benito.
Hi, I'm Rebecca Castillo. I invite you to visit San Benito and see for yourself the many things this community has to offer.
Kicking for the Cowboys is going to be number 88.
And as we get ready here in the fourth quarter, the Cowboys score in their first play of the fourth quarter.
And number 1,
The Cowboys up 33-7 in the fourth. The Jerseys looking to climb back in this one as Andrew Maldonado receives the kickoff. Looks to be working his way to the sideline and gets taken down for a loss there.
Brought down by number 14, Damian Pettis.
As the Premont Cowboys hustle their way down the field and make a huge stop.
Spotted on the 13-yard line. First and 10
The Jerseys
for the Jerseys.
now setting up shop on the 20-yard line. Excuse me, 19. Oh, excuse me, 14-yard line. Sorry. At the bottom of the screen, you can see the score, 33-7. Premont Cowboys leading the Falfurrias Jerseys. Shout out to Nora Hernandez supporting the Cowboys tonight.
Briseño in the shotgun.
As Briseño takes the snap, they hand it off up the middle to number 23,
Martinez up the middle.
Renny Martinez for a 5-yard gain. As Briseño looking to take the snap, he's got 4 wide. Little confusion there. Briseño takes the snap, handoff down the middle, and Martinez tripped up there for a gain of 1.
Handed off to Martinez again for no gain. 3rd and 5 for the Jerseys.
Shout out to the familia, my brother, Sammy Maldonado. Thank you for listening in with my godson and nephew. Briseño, pump fake, looking deep, throws it up, and incomplete to the right side.
Incomplete pass intended for number 20, Maldonado.
Shout out to Emiliano Galindo,
Which will bring up
class of
Jerseys
1960,
4th and 5 for the Jerseys.
Cowboy, number 51. Thank you for tuning in, Emiliano. Carrizo Springs is still up against Robstown. As Briseño on 4th and 5, looking to convert here. Briseño gets the sign from the sideline. And as we get set to go, they'll have another pooch punt there. And the quick punt is going to get a big Jersey bounce there as it rolls all the way to the Jersey's own 48-yard line as the Cowboys get set to take over here. There's 10 minutes and 27 seconds left in this 10-mile rival ball game. The Premont Cowboys really making a statement here in the first rival matchup since the 2005 football season. Shout out to Mario Arredondo. Go Cowboys. They're in Concepcion, Texas. Out there shooting some birds. Some dove hunting out there in Concepcion. As it looks like they're hoping for some fans to turn some lights
Turn
off.
off the lights out there on the southeast side of the stadium. Please turn your lights off.
And as we go through this timeout, we'll be right back after this short commercial.
Business resources to developers, investors, and business owners from small to large scale. Contact us and let us work together on your next business.
Sorry for the break
La
there.
Fuente under center.
As everything gets under control here, another handoff to Lucas Rogers. As he puts number 14, making a nice tackle there for the jerseys. Number 14, Robert Cadena.
Rogers for a 2-yard gain up the right side.
And the Premont
Second
Cowboys.
and 8 for the Cowboys.
Shout out to Richard Sines, class of 1985 in Premont. Shout out to Charlie Silvas listening in. Thank you for tuning in with us, Charlie. The Cowboys with 9 minutes and 40 seconds running. Set up on 2nd and 8. Hand off to Andrew Christian as the ball's on the ground. Looks like the jerseys, number 45, Brandon Smith picks up the fumble, and the jerseys with an opportunity here to get back in this ball game. Let's see what the jerseys can get in the playbook here.
Ball on the 47-yard line.
And see if they can strike quickly. And as the jerseys make their way on the field, Briseño's got 3 wide to his right. Zone handoff down the middle. And Martinez gains 3 yards. Martinez, a freshman for the jerseys.
Rennie Martinez for a 3-yard gain for the jerseys. 2nd and 7 for
As the jerseys go with 4 wide. 9 minutes left in the 4th quarter. Briseño hits up Rosas on the screen and taken down by a host of Cowboys there. Number 9, Jonathan Gutierrez, making a huge play there. Defensive end for the Cowboys. Shout out to Adam Bunch, tuning in from Michigan. A Premont Cowboy, thank you for listening in. Adam Bunch.
3rd and 7 for the jerseys.
That's awesome to hear. With everybody so separated, and you know, you think about how some of these alumni go off and venture off and into their own ways and into their own cities. But we'll be right back after this commercial.
Music lovers, you have to stop and see the assortment of records, tapes, and records memorabilia at Forever Memories today. Located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, Texas, there's over 10,000 records on display and more coming every day. Looking for your favorite album from the past, first pressings.
And as we get set to go here, it's going to be 3rd and 7. Briseño takes the snap, looking deep to the middle, scrambling to his right, lets one go. As it falls incomplete there, the jerseys looking at another 4th down.
Pressure brought to you by number 3, Cody Sanchez.
Shout out to the Hinojosa family from all over Texas and California. Thank you for tuning in with us at Rio Sports Live. All the way from California. As we can see, even these small towns produce people that end up in big areas there and all over the United States. Shout out to Freddie Laurel. Thank you for tuning in with us here at Real Sports Live. Appreciate the support. Briseño drops back, looking deep, scrambling up the middle. Looks like he's going to tuck it and run as he bounces off a tackle and gets thrown out. And we're going to have some dirty laundry here after the play.
Pushed out of bounds by number 62, Joey Naranjo. There is a flag on the field.
And as we get the conversation going with the officials here, see what the call is going to be. Unsportsmanlike against the jerseys.
Looks like an unsportsmanlike conduct call on the jerseys.
As that'll move them back. And as we have a discussion here with the officials, we'll be right back after this timeout.
Have Freddie Fender, Johnny Cash, Hank Williams, Elvis, Beatles, blues, rock, classics, Tejano, it's all here. Organized and priced for you, Forever Memories, 237 North Sam Houston, San Benito.
At HCISD, we move the needle forward every day.
We'll blaze a trail for future generations.
It's not just about equipping students with skills for the future. We awaken their potential and empower them to make good choices.
No matter where you're from or where you're headed, there's a place for you to flourish at HCISD.
And we're back here in Cowboy Country with 8 minutes left in the fourth quarter. The Cowboys look to set up shop on the jerseys 35. Shout out to Freddie Laurel, watching from North Dakota. Thank you for tuning in with Real Sports Live. Shout out to Nora Trevino, class of 94. Untoye Lara, class of 2003. And Rebecca Guerra, class of 2004. And the jerseys hoping to make a stop here. The Cowboys pick up 7 on that first down play. Shout out to Beto Moniz. Thank you for listening in with us. And the crew here with Real Sports Live, Orlando Guerra and Omar Guerra. Shout out to Kazaya De Leon, watching a future Premont Cowboy. Shout out to Luis de la Garza, class of 93, Premont Cowboys. As La Fuente takes the snap, looking for a trap through the middle, and JT Torres taking down
sacked by number 45
behind the line
Brady
of scrimmage.
Smith.
Shout out to Luis Saldevar, playing Premont alumni 2011. Shout out to Clarissa Johnson, class of 1999, and J.R. Martinez of the Jerseys, class of 81. Shout out to Clarissa Johnson, class of 1999. Thank you all so much for tuning in this great 10-mile rival matchup between the Cowboys and the Jerseys, as Rogers makes his way for a few yards and picks up about a gain of 4 as the Cowboys look at 4th and 3. See what the Cowboys decide to do here at 4th and 3 on the Jersey side of the field. With 6 minutes and counting in the ball game, the Premont Cowboys up 33-7 in the fourth quarter. La Fuente ready to take the snap. Fumbled snap. And as he's called down on the fumbled snap, we'll be right back after this commercial.
Fans, today's game is brought to you by New York Life. Best of luck to your team.
And I'm Danielle Goslin, and I'm a partner with New York Life Insurance Company. For over 170 years, New York Life has built a reputation of developing the most successful professionals in the industry.
We help to manage the process from day one and guide you on your way to success. If you're looking to challenge yourself and build an insurance and financial service business,
then we would like to show you how we can help.
When in Port Mansfield, be sure to stop in Laguna Madre Baits, the home of Laguna Girl 1 and 2. They ensure that you have the best when it comes to your fishing needs. Locally caught bait, including live shrimp and croaker. Frozen baits, caught locally, frozen shrimp, squid, mullet, and more. Dress the part with full outdoor apparel. Drinks, ice, snacks, groceries, and fishing supplies for any need. Access by road or by boat. Look for the blue building and the blue shrimp boats. Laguna Madre Baits. 828 Westport Drive, Fort Mansfield, Texas. Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles, located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito.
And we're back here as the Premont Cowboys had a penalty against the jerseys, an unsportsmanlike conduct against the jerseys, as the jerseys
Ball toss to the right side.
put Maldonado in motion, and Maldonado for a loss of 1.
Lost a yard on the play. It's gonna be
With
second
6
and
minutes left in the ball game, the Premont Cowboys up 33-7.
About 6:05 left in the ball game.
Jerseys. Briseño with 4
Briseño
wide.
in the shotgun.
Takes the snap. Looks to his right. Has Maldonado wide open. Makes the catch. And a shoestring tackle there by number 7, Vicente de Leon.
20, Andrew Maldonado for a jersey first down.
The jerseys pick up a huge first down there. Let's see if they can get going on
First and 10,
offense.
Falfurrias jerseys.
Running this hurry up spread offense.
Ball on the Cowboys 49-yard line.
Shout out to Vanessa Benavides, class of 2012. The jerseys with 3 wide. To the top of the screen. Looking to the right side, looking to the middle. Scrambling. And out of the hands of the receiver, number 37, Julian Moreno.
Intended for number 37, Julian Moreno.
Looking at 2nd and 10. The jerseys looking to gain some sort of positive energy here
2nd and 10 for the jerseys. Ball located
on the offensive
49-yard
side.
line. 5:22 left in the ball game.
With 4 wide.
Briseño in
Briseño
the shotgun.
takes the snap, hands it off through the middle, and Martinez runs for a gain of 3. Shout out to our Irene Barnett
Martinez up the middle for a
listening
6-yard
in
gain
and
for
watching,
the jerseys.
class of 1969. Shout out to Jesse Perez, class of 1985.
3rd and 7 for the jerseys.
Briseño drops back, looking deep, lets it fly, finds Jeff Weeks, and just out of the hands of
Incomplete
Weeks
pass intended for
as it
Weeks.
falls incomplete. And the jerseys with another 4th and long here. Looks like 4th and 7. On 4th and 7, Briseño set to take the snap, got 3
4th and
wide to
7
his
for the
right.
Jerseys. Briseño in the shotgun.
Briseño drops back, looking for the comeback there, and throws it out of bounds as the jerseys turn it over on downs.
Turnover on down.
And the
1st
Cowboys
10, Cowboys.
take over on their own 46-yard line with 4 minutes and 43 seconds left in the ball game. Premont Cowboys 33, Falfurrias jerseys 7. And we'll be right back after this commercial.
Vinyl records, that's as good as it gets. Every shelf, every aisle, and table is filled daily by a number of vendors that ensures that something here just might be the item you have to have. The vinyl record area helps bring an added atmosphere that makes for the fun trip when stepping back in time with the memories. Forever Memories, Antiques.
And as we check back in here, the Cowboys with 4 minutes and 43 seconds
1st
left.
and 10 Cowboys, La Fuente under center.
Fumbled snap, handed off to JT Torres. And taken down after a gain of 1. Shout out to David the Barber out in Corpus Christi, Texas, tuning in. The Primo,
2nd and 9 for
go get your
Cowboys.
haircut there with David the Barber.
Ball on the 47-yard
Taper
line.
fade,
4:17
low
left
fade.
in the ball game.
Great business there. Falfurrias jersey alumni. Shout out to Crystal Jimenez, class of 2009, class president in the Premont Cowboys. as the Cowboys hand it off again. Taken down after a gain of about 2. The Cowboys looking at 3rd and 6. 3 minutes and counting in this ball game.
Ball's going to be located on the 48-yard line.
3 minutes and 30 seconds left in this fourth quarter. Coach Cantu and the Cowboys taking their time to send the play in and hoping to close this one out at home in Cowboy country. As the Cowboys take the snap, toss to number 21, Lucas Rogers, as he works his way out of bounds and picks up a first down. Tackled by number 42, Charles Bigelow.
First and 10, Cowboys.
And the Cowboys, as the clock's running down at 3 minutes. Again, to all of you that are tuning in, Real Sports Live is looking for sponsors. Make sure you look in to advertise your local businesses and show some support for your community and your teams. As Lucas Rogers breaks a few more tackles and gets pushed out of bounds at about the 7-yard line. And the Premont Cowboys just keep working the ball down the field. Again, Real Sports Live looking for sponsors to advertise your local business, your favorite player, or your community as you gain a sponsorship.
Ball on the 7-yard line. First and goal for the Cowboys.
As the Cowboys have possession with 3 minutes left. The Cowboys look like they're going to just kneel it here. And when they take the first kneel, let's see if the Cowboys are going to do this 4 times in a row here, looking at 2nd and goal from the 7. As the game starts to wind down here, shout out to Brittany Ramirez over there in College Station listening in. Steven Cortez, class of 2006, Cowboy Country. And the Cowboys will take another kneel with 2 minutes and counting. 3rd and 7. Cowboys making a huge statement here against the Falfurrias jerseys. Like we talked about earlier, this is the first matchup with the jerseys and the Cowboys in a regular season game since the 2005-2006 football season that took place actually in Premont.
La Fuente takes another knee.
With 1:30 counting down. Looks like this one's gonna wind down to 33-7 as the Cowboys look to take a win here and are now 2-1, winning 2 in a row at home. The Premont Cowboys really making a statement here as the Falfurrias jerseys come up short. With 1 minute and counting down,
delay of game penalty on the Cowboys.
The Cowboys are going to take a delay of game here to hopefully run out the clock. Again, thank you for tuning in with us here at Rio Sports Live. We appreciate all the support and all all of the comments and all of you that are tuning in from not just Texas that we saw today, from all over the U.S., the alumni of Falfurrias and the alumni of Premont. Thank you all so much for tuning in and showing some support for Real Sports Live as we do our best to tune you in to your local Coastal Bend and Rio Grande Valley football and volleyball events. As this one winds down, again, thank you all so much for tuning in to Real Sports Live. As we get ready to sign off here.
Cowboys 33, Falfurrias Jersey 7.
The jerseys will come out and run one play to send this game to the final buzzer.
Tonight's contest, and we wish you a safe trip home.
Again, we reach out to you here with Real Sports Live, tuning in with us. Thank y'all so much to all of the people that shared the link. Make sure you tune in next week
All participants involved in tonight's contest gave their very best effort.
to Real Sports Live for your favorite local teams. As Real Sports Live will be working their best to cover all those teams that have prepared to have their games live streamed. Thank you all for tuning in. Shout out to Desiree De La Paz. Thank you for tuning in with Real Sports Live. Again, before we send this to the buzzer, thank you for tuning in with Real Sports Live.
Ball off to number 23, Rennie Martinez.
Your broadcaster, or Orlando Guerra, and my cameraman, my partner, Omar Guerra, as this will be our last Real Sports event here. One last night in honor of the late Mauricio Lopez. It was pandemonium out here, folks, as the Premont Cowboys take the win 33-7 over the Falfurrias jerseys. Thank you for tuning in with Real Sports Live. I'm Orlando Guerra with my cameraman Omar Guerra. And at this point, as the teams wave off, we're going to call this a ball game here. And after another Friday Night Lights, we're over and out. Thank you for tuning in.